Hello, Gemini. So I promised you guys another reading. Guess what? Here's your other reading. We're gonna do it. I know sometimes it's like, where did she go? What is up? I'm here. Here I am right here. Doing another reading for my Geminis because that's what I promised. So I didn't even necessarily promise it. I just said that I would do it. So I'm gonna do it. Here we are. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. We're going to get into another Gemini reading. Hopefully this one isn't 20 minutes long like the last one, but if it is, it is. So what? Alright. Spirit, let's get into this Gemini energy. Deep into this Gemini energy. What is going on, Spirit? With my Geminis. Okay. Messages for the Gemini, please. What messages do you have for the sign of Gemini, please, Spirit? Alright, so we got two cards out. We have the Three of Swords, Gemini, and we have the Eight of Discs. We want 6 cards. That's 2. We need 4 more. Messages for... too many. Gemini, please. That one wanted to come out, and we'll just take 3 more. Okay. So, Gemini, what is it looking like? It's looking like 3 of Swords, 8 of Discs. I already showed you those. We have the Princess of Cups in reverse. We have the Magician. We have the Ace of Swords. We also have the 2 of Discs. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I'm trying to figure that part out too, because there's no light in my living room. There's only light across from me in my dining room and kitchen, but it isn't bright, so it's like pointless to turn that on. I could open up the blinds, but then there's this glare. Anyway, let's keep going, okay? So with this 3 of Swords being the first card out, this kind of this kind of is like it flows from the last Gemini reading that I did that was posted today, where you guys are seeking closure. You're like, or you're not necessarily seeking closure. Okay, let me take that back. You have found closure within yourself or within a situation without having to seek it, because you already know what you have to do, which is kind of where we concluded with the last reading. Okay, so you guys are moving on. You guys are absolutely moving on. You're trying to recover from everything that you lost, from all of the pain, all of the hurt, all of the disdain, whatever it is that you went through previously that just did not serve you, Gemini. Right now, you're in the process of recovering from all of that, okay? You guys, some of you are hoping for new love. Not that you're going out trying to find this new love, but, you know, you'd much rather new love than to go back to something old. It's basically what I'm trying to say. You're like, you're over the past. Okay, at this point, Geminis are leaving the past in the past, tired of working things out with the same old people, tired of believing that something is going to change when it hasn't in all of this time. Okay, so you guys are just focusing on your healing and, you know, releasing whatever does not serve you, like I said. So with this 8 of Discs, this is about you guys working hard towards something. So this could just be something in your life like work or anything, family, a project, some sort of entrepreneurial endeavor. But you guys are definitely getting driven as far as your skills, your talents, things of that nature, what you're capable of doing. Some of you may be seeking a new job, a better job, something better than where you were before that you just, it's like, yeah, no, I can do better. Okay, but definitely there's a lot of progress here for the Gemini. I feel like some of you guys may be getting recognized for all of this progress that you're making, okay? And this could come from people who didn't really believe you before. It was like you said that you were going to do something but you never really did it. You know, that type of thing. We all have done it before. We've all said that we were going to stop doing something or stop dealing with somebody, and we found ourselves right back at square one. Trust me, you're not alone, Gemini. Okay, so I feel like the doubters are now becoming believers, and they're recognizing you for what you're doing, what you're making happen at this moment, which is emotional fulfillment. You guys are moving forward. Like I said, you'd rather, not that you guys are looking for love, but if love were to find you, you'd much rather it be new than old. Okay, you're over the old BS. You're trying to advance in life, okay, and you're trying to advance in areas of quality. Okay, you want quality, not quantity. You want quality, baby. And it feels like the past situation just brought quantity, and it may not be because it was, you know, you were here and here and here dealing with this person. May not be that. Could be. It feels like, you know, you were dealing with people who were dealing with people. Like it was just never just you and a person. And this doesn't have to be a relationship. You know, sometimes we can become selfish in our friendships, and I'm not saying that it's healthy, because it's not necessarily healthy, but I am one of those people who, I just want things to be understood in a friendship just as much as I do in a relationship. I don't mind my friend having friends, or my friends having friends, rather. I don't mind my partner having friends and things of that nature. It's just the understanding that needs to take place. And I'm getting this sense, Gemini, that with you and others, there wasn't an understanding, or at least there wasn't one that was to your liking. It feels like there was some sort of misunderstanding, some sort of confusion as it pertained to your relationships with other people, which is why you are now releasing who you feel like doesn't belong. Okay, you don't even have to necessarily release it. I feel like, you know, they're being removed. Whoever doesn't belong, they're being removed from your life some way, somehow, whether it is you removing them, or I don't know, the universe is just picking them right on up and tossing them out of your life. Okay, but you're definitely focused on advancement right now. You don't have time to be questioning the understanding between you and others, friends, family, relationship partners. You don't have that kind of time. We're not on that kind of time anymore. Okay. You guys have the Princess of Cups in reverse. So I feel like, you know, like I was just saying, there were people around you who you felt were immature. They didn't have the same understanding as you, right? And, you know, you were trying to be, you were focused on being in this place of emotional stability. And instead, you found yourself being in a place of the opposite. And this had a lot to do with what you were surrounding yourself with and who you were surrounding yourself with, Gemini. Okay, let's get deep. I asked Spirit to let's get deep here for my Geminis. A lot of the friends, family members, people who you were in a relationship with, partners, right? A lot of them abandoned you. Let's just be honest. A lot of them didn't really have a clear understanding of what friendship was, what love really was, what relationship really was, what it meant to be a hard worker on a job. People don't recognize that kind of stuff anymore for whatever reason. It just gets overlooked. You can go to a job, you can bust your butt, okay? And the higher ups won't pay it any mind. You can stay in that position for years. This is why you have to know your worth, Gemini, which is what I feel like is happening right now. You're realizing your worth. You're realizing that you just don't have time to give so much of yourself and so much of your time to people, places, and things that it's just like, for what? What am I getting out of this? Do you care? If they don't care, for what reason do you, Gemini? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel like, you know, this left you with a bit of abandonment issues, so to speak. Some of you feel like, you know, you just can't trust people. They leave. They don't care. everything that I just said, right? And I don't blame you, because I sometimes get the same feelings, like people just don't get it. And when you feel like people just don't get it, we tend to, and I'm not a Gemini, but I just know that this isn't a zodiac sign thing. When you feel like people around you just aren't getting it or getting you, we tend to just stick with self. As an Aquarius, whew, we have that bad. Okay, we are so okay with just being by ourselves and not worrying about who wants to be my friend, who's gonna be my lover, and is my family really down for me? We just don't care. It's sad, I know. It's not healthy, but it is to an Aquarius. And it is to an Aquarius because it's better for us to not care than to care, because sometimes when we care and we don't get the response that we're looking for from caring so much, that's what breaks us down. Because not much breaks us down, but we know what we want for the most part. And when we're not getting what we want, it's better for us to just say, forget it, I give up. Okay, this isn't about Aquarius though, but I really feel like, you know, that's something that you're feeling at the moment, Gemini, is that, you know, people aren't getting you, people aren't getting it. And because they aren't getting it or getting you, you're getting to that point where it's just like, screw you all, I'm gonna go over here in my little corner and do me. Please don't bother, don't knock, don't ring a doorbell, leave me alone, let me make my money, let me get my work done, you know, allow me to focus on me for a change, because you guys aren't at all focused on me. And it's not necessarily like everything's about me thing. It's not that at all. It's just that, like I said, there is a certain understanding that you look for in these relationships that you're not getting, or that you haven't gotten in all this time, Gemini, okay? So, next card is the Magician. It's time to get creative, in which I feel like you most definitely will, honey. Okay, creativity for the Gemini is a piece of cake. So you guys are about to be taking action as it pertains to what it is that you want to do in your life, your skills, your talents, things of that nature. You guys are strengthening your faith. You're having strength in general, okay? And you're standing in your willpower, because enough is enough. And we've said this reading after reading after reading after reading, that enough is enough. But something tells me that 2021 was really enough for you. Like 2020 was something, but here it is 2021, and maybe it wasn't as bad as 2020, but there was more of a realization here in 2021 than there was in 2020 for you, Gemini, okay? So you guys are all about discipline right now. You're disciplining yourself to stick to the things that you said you're going to stick to. All right, we're coming into a new year. I know a lot of people say new year, new me, but I really feel like, you know, you're going to stand by that. New year, new you. And before the year even starts, it's like you're preparing to walk into 2022 a whole new person with a whole new mindset. Like, people aren't even going to know you literally in 2022. Okay? Because the old you, pow, gone. Boom. Out of here. Okay? There's a whole new Gemini loading for the rest of 2021 and walking into 2022, and this is real. I can feel it. Okay, you guys are going to become experts of your craft and what it is that you know how to do well. All right, your skills, talents, like I said, these things are going to be shining through, Gemini. There's not going to be any lights dimmed around you. You guys are going, like, there's going to be nothing but light around you, literally, because that's what you're focused on. And wherever you put your focus is where your blessings go. Okay? So energy goes as well as blessings go where you're focused on. So figure out what it is that you want to focus on, so that your energy can flow that way, and so that your blessings can flow that way as well. Okay? I just feel like you guys are very confident right now. And if it's not that you're full of confidence right at this moment, Gemini, you're absolutely going to start building up your confidence. Like, this ish starts here and now. Okay, I don't even want to consider this to be an end of September reading, because for me, this is more of an end of the year reading. We're going to continue to do more readings. Trust me, this isn't the last reading of the year for you guys, Gemini. But this just feels like the one. Obviously, there may be some mistakes made. God forbid, we don't want that. But or not even necessarily mistakes, poor choices, things that happen that we're not prepared for, or, you know, things of that nature. But you're not going to allow whatever that is to break you down or put you back in a place that does not serve you or did not serve you before. You realize that with your faith, all you got to do is keep moving forward. That's it. Just stay strong, stay in faith, in good faith, and whatever issues come your way, you're just gonna whatever. Anyway, next, that sort of thing. I feel like you guys are becoming very intellectual. Okay, I feel like some of you guys are reading more. For those of you who are reading more, I love it. I love it. And I need to discipline myself to do the same thing. A lot of you guys are absolutely reading more. Some of you guys will be doing something that requires you to speak. Something like what I'm doing right now. So for those of you who are interested in learning tarot or, you know, getting into the cards, go for it. I'm all for it. Okay. And if that's not the case, if it's just something else where you are required to speak, go for that as well. Okay. Ace of Swords. This is beautiful. This is all beautiful. I love this reading, Gemini. This is what I was trying to get to before, but it was like we had to speak on that past energy, I'm guessing, because I've not done a reading for you guys for so long. But the way that this reading is going, the way that this reading is ending, this is it. This is absolutely it. Okay, you guys have had a breakthrough. Like, you've had a major breakthrough in your life. And for those of you who have not yet had this breakthrough, you are definitely on the verge of having this breakthrough. Okay? This is all about clarity. This is all about clearing the mind of negative thoughts, clearing the mind of the cloudiness, clearing the mind of anything that will not help you to move forward. Okay? Things that were burdening you. To begin with, you guys are releasing all of that. All right, you guys are making decisions that better serve you in life right now. Okay, I feel like you're communicating better with the people that you feel necessary to communicate with, because like I said, you guys aren't even really concerned about, you know, talking nonsense right now. It's like F the small talk. You're not focused on any of the small talk because there are big things that you're trying to make happen. So you're communicating with people who can help you make these big things happen right now. All right. And so if the friends aren't contributing to your happiness, if your man, your woman, they aren't contributing to your happiness, if family isn't contributing to your happiness, if that job isn't contributing to your happiness, guess what? Boom, gone. See ya. Peace. Literally. You're over it. So you're communicating now with people who have something to talk about, something worth talking about, okay? Something to gain within the conversation. If not, what are we talking about? That is a waste of time. So again, your confidence is really, really high right now. It's really strong. You're very much assertive, and you've put your foot down. You put your foot down. You will not be accepting any BS at all whatsoever, Gemini. I love this energy. All right, last card is this Two of Discs. This is about balance. Balancing your finances, balancing your work, balancing practical matters, just anything in life, in your life specifically, that needs balancing is what you are focused on doing at the moment. Because you're tired of the up and down. You know, 1 minute I feel this way, and then the next minute I feel some other way, and then the next minute it's this other way. You're like, no. The minute that I get to feeling all of these feelings that aren't good for me to feel, I'm going to turn those feelings off and go back to those feelings that feel good for me. Okay, that's what you're focused on right now. And that's what I do a lot of, Gemini. So in case you guys were wondering, no, I am not perfect. However, before I allow myself to get into an energy that, and not necessarily get into, because there are definitely times where I get into a certain energy that does not serve me. However, the difference in me and a lot of people is that the minute that I feel myself getting into that energy is the minute that I find a way to turn that around and get back to an energy where I'm okay. You know, I can't deal with somebody else's energy if it's negative. I can't accept energy at all if it's negative. Okay, so I find a way, whatever that may be, if it's just to take a walk, if it's to do breathing exercises, meditate, light some candles, do tarot, read a book, play with my son, you know, whatever it may be, to help me to get out of any sort of negative thoughts, negative energy. That's what I do. And I feel like, you know, you guys are learning that. You're realizing that, okay, so what? My friend pissed me off, or my man pissed me off, or my woman pissed me off, or a family member pissed me off, my job pissed me off. So what? You're learning to look at the glass half full, because at the end of the day, they can have that energy. Let them do whatever they... Oh, I don't like these glares on this camera. They are so terrible. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what this little red circle is. Is it this? No, it's not that. I don't know what it is. It's terrible, though. What is it? That's crazy. Okay. I'm sorry about that, guys. Focus. Anywho, yeah, so you're like, they can have that energy. It doesn't matter who it is and what they're trying to bring your way. You're not going to allow that to stick. It's going to bounce off you like you're rubber. Okay? What is that saying? That old saying, I am rubber and you are glue. Anything that you say to me bounces off of me and sticks to you, or something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, Gemini, this is, like, I don't know if I need to go any further. I mean, I will. I will. We can bring out the other decks, but this is just like, I almost want to leave it right here, because this is just so perfect. And you know, nothing in life is perfect, but this here is just amazing. Okay, let's see. Last messages, please, for the Gemini spirit. What last messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? YOLO, yes. Ideal situation, yes. Addiction, friend zone, nature walk, and afraid to love again. So, all of this makes sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense to me is addiction, because we didn't quite have anything here or in the last reading. Maybe in the last reading. But we didn't quite have anything here that talked about or spoke on addiction. So I'm going to assume that, you know, this could possibly be something that you're getting over. It could be anything, okay? Not all addictions are drugs and alcohol, pills and things of that nature. Not every addiction is about that, okay? This could be that you were addicted to a life that didn't serve you. You were addicted to a person. You were addicted to doing things a certain way. You know, this could be any sort of addiction. So again, this here is not necessarily, you know, what's happening to you right at this moment. This is you releasing whatever the addiction was, okay? It could have been that you were dealing with someone who had an addiction and they were a burden as a result, right? So you're letting go of the addiction because you realize you only live once. You're not going to kill yourself with an addiction or dealing with someone with an addiction. You're not going out like that. Sorry. When you could have an ideal situation. What is your ideal situation? Gemini, write it down. What is your ideal situation? A lot of people are getting friend zoned right now, specifically people who are trying to be more than a friend. Yeah, no, it's not the time for it. So you're putting them right in that little friend zone. All right, they're being quarantined on their own. All right. We were just sort of discussing, you know, being able to do things that make you feel good, things that allow you to turn off any negative thoughts and you know, go within. And nature walks are a very good example of something that you can do when you start to feel a certain kind of way that doesn't feel good. Go for a walk in nature and try not to think about the negative feelings. You know, pay attention to your surroundings. Think about, nature walks usually give us ideas. Okay, it does for me, absolutely. Okay, I've been on a nature walk before and came back home and literally wrote a whole song. So nature can do that for you. You know what I mean? So try not to think about, if you do decide to go on a nature walk, try not to think about the negative, the reason why you decided to go on a nature walk in the first place. Think about something else. Think about your surroundings. Think about everything that you see. Think about all of the good things in your life, all of the blessings and your skills, your talent. You know, think about what you can do next. Think about, just think positive. All right, just think positive. Gemini, a lot of you are afraid to love again. Like I said earlier, the very first card we had was the Three of Swords, and I did say that, you know, a lot of you guys aren't really focused on being with someone from your past at all. You're not necessarily focused on being with anyone at all at this very moment, which is why a lot of people are getting friend zoned. However, you are afraid to love again, even though you know that you won't be loving anyone from your past. Okay, I don't know if it's better or worse. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's better, because you are taking out time to love you right now. All right, and when you do meet someone new, I think at that time, this feeling right here of being afraid to love again, this feeling is going to be a thing of the past. This may be what you feel right now, right at this very moment. However, in time, I feel like, you know, that's going to fade away. You're going to be open to new love. Possibly. Possibly. All right. I got 2 minutes before this thing shuts off. So let's just get a few more cards from the Osho Zen Tarot deck. I'm doing a lot of talking. You guys deserved it. You needed it. It's been a while. Alright. Ripeness. Yeah, you're becoming new again. Master. You're mastering your abilities. Past lives. You're over. You're over it. It was like the past life is what caused all of the BS for you. So you're releasing that past life. You're letting that go. Let me pull another card. The Outsider. This may be what you feel like at this moment, and this isn't a bad thing, okay? Because you're so busy doing you that you seem like an outsider, but you're not. You're definitely on the inside of your ish, and that's all that matters right now. One last card, please. Traveling. So a lot of you guys may be considering travel at this moment. Good for you, okay? That is all I have for you guys, Gemini. I love you, and I will see you soon. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, please. Bye-bye.